It's easy to see why dirt biking has become so popular over the years. No other vehicle gives you quite as much freedom. Instead of sticking with traditional roads and highways, you can take the path less traveled and head out on unique terrains to really test your skills. And that's not even getting into all of the physical and mental benefits. However, dirt biking can be dangerous when you go into unexplored territory. You may have no idea what the road has to offer up ahead, and that seems to be the case with this video taken in January of 2014. The video starts off fairly uneventful with the pair riding down some train tracks. For the most part, everything seems pretty calm and peaceful. That is, until the bikers encounter a train barreling toward them. The two quickly pull off to the side of the track, but one guy has trouble getting his bike out of the way. Of course, when you find yourself on the wrong side of a moving train, a busted bike is the least of your concerns. The 2011 tsunami that struck off the coast of Japan is one of the most devastating natural disasters in recent memory. The earthquake that preceded the tsunami was so powerful, it actually managed to move the main island of Japan, Honshu, 8 feet east, and it shifted planet Earth on its axis by between 4 and 10 inches, increasing the planet's rotational speed by 1.8 microseconds per day. Thousands of people lost their lives and suffered horrible injuries as a result of the tsunami. But, as you are about to see, a few drivers caught a lucky break. CCTV footage shows one particular intersection right before powerful waves rushed and overtook it. In the beginning of the video, you can see other cars gradually become aware of the fact that waves are barreling towards them. Fortunately, they all have enough advanced notice to get far away from the devastation. But there was one car in particular that, if it had been just a couple of seconds slower, would have been caught up in the waves. See for yourself. As you can see, the driver had a lot more to worry about than just getting the car wet. The tsunami completely swept away buildings, and if that car had been there just a few seconds longer, then it too would have been washed away. Some people just can't get enough of skydiving. As odd as it sounds, many psychologists believe it to be an excellent source of stress relief because as you skydive, you focus on the task at hand and nothing else. It provides you with an intense adrenaline rush to cleanse you both physically and mentally. Plenty of companies can help you out if you want to cross skydiving off your bucket list. These companies take every precaution imaginable to keep you out of harm's way and give you a thrilling journey you won't forget. Unfortunately for the skydivers in this next video, they won't forget this experience for all the wrong reasons. The event in question took place on October 19, 2014. The two skydivers had a fairly uneventful exit out of the plane and seemed to be having a good time for the first few seconds. However, that joy quickly transforms into panic when they see something horrendous not too far away. A plane is heading right for them. It's clear from the video that the pilot messed up in a major way. While it's not uncommon for pilots to maneuver planes at a 180-degree angle toward the ground after a skydive, they're supposed to do so from a safe distance away. Had the wing of the plane just been a little closer, it could have easily crippled or killed them. The woman in the clip is a first-time jumper, and her reaction throughout the whole ordeal is actually pretty normal. First-time jumpers tend to have sensory overload and aren't fully aware of everything around them when diving. Luckily, she remained calm throughout the experience and the pair landed safely on the ground. It's pretty common knowledge that flying is one of, if not the safest mode of transportation. Serious accidents are few and far between, which is impressive considering how many aircraft are in the sky at any given time. But whether it be human error or a mechanical failure, accidents do happen. Back in 2014 at the El Prat airport in Barcelona, two large aircraft nearly had a terrible collision right on the runway. As you can see in the video, one jet crosses directly in the path of another. Likely unbeknownst to the pilot, UTair Boeing 767 is coming in for a landing. Fortunately, the pilot saw the other aircraft and, at the last second, brought the plane back up into the sky, saving hundreds of lives in the process. It's unclear exactly who was at fault for this. Surprisingly, officials later said that neither aircraft was in any danger, and nobody ended up filing any complaints. News reporters, particularly those with local news stations, have critical jobs. They provide valuable information to their communities, but every so often, the people reporting on the news actually become newsworthy. That was the case with a reporter from KTVU. As he stood on the side of the road reporting on a car accident, another one occurred just feet away. The force of the accident caused one of the cars to veer off the road and directly at the reporter, nearly hitting him.
Went off the tracks, and obviously it was a chaotic and confusing situation for him.
The reporter was quick on his feet and dodged the incoming disaster. Both he and his camera crew avoided being hit by the collision, which could have resulted in serious injuries. After a few brief moments of silence, you can hear the crew telling one another that they're all okay. The same can't be said for the two cars, which were significantly damaged, with one even losing a bumper. When the camera pans to the white car involved, you can see how it struck a red car waiting in the parking lot. The reporter, whose name is Alex Savage, would get on the broadcast a little later to let everyone know he was all right. He even took the time to thank his photographer, Chip Vaughn, for yelling at him to get out of the way before the impact occurred. Similar close calls have occurred in the past, such as this journalist standing on the side of a dirt road who was only inches from being hit by a fast-moving bus.
Esse trecho da pista é perigoso, não tem acostamento, os buracos foram tapados com barro e os veículos passam em alta velocidade.
Which one of these close calls do you think was the craziest? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, be sure to click the link on screen to check out another one of our videos. As always, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.